Alright, sound effects are still on the loud side. Hey, that worked. I feel like setting it to quiet was just right. Remake of the Exile series, which you should get as shareware. Alright, here we go. Is there a reason why the screen's so tiny? I mean, you're seeing what I'm seeing. I don't know what'll happen once we're past this part. Maybe it widens up. Like, there's a lot of black border, but that's part of the game screen. You can see the game's mouse over there. All right, we have Aldous, Marion, Mycroft. We could have Sherlock Holmes help us out. Cordelia. I'm gonna be Mycroft. Oh, Mycroft changed. He's still Mycroft, but we could just pick a different, priest, soldier. Oh, I see. It's a party of 4. Choose your group. I came in here blind, by the way. Like, I know nothing. Alright, well, Mycroft's going to be a shirtless, hunky boy. So, Cordelia, Marion, Aldous. I'm happy with these portraits now that I got this man's shirt off. Just 4 Mycrofts. Normal, please. Teach me the game. The Church of Gains. You're never going to see sunlight again. You'll never breathe fresh air, be warm or dry, or feel safe. This is your punishment for your crimes. You ought to be thrown into a magical portal and banished to the Avernum, never to return. Your crime? Nothing as serious as you might think. Not murder, not murder, arson, or assault. No, your crime was against the Empire, ruled by the cruel Emperor Hawthorne. You spoke out against an unjust law, or you angered some minor official, or you may just have been a misfit. The Empire controls the entire surface of the world. All 4 continents have completely submitted to its rule. Not fitting in is a crime in the Empire. So you're being exiled. You're being sent down to Avernum. Avernum is a series of caverns far below the surface of the world. It is a dark, subterranean prison. A place where exiles like you spend the rest of their lives, far from the light. What is it like there? Nobody on the surface knows. All they know is that it's dark and deadly. It is spoken of only in whispers, and only with fear. Some believe that there's no air, warmth, or food, and death comes with merciful speed. Others believe there's enough sustenance to enable Avernites to endure a miserable worm-like existence. Until, of course, the monsters get you. And a few believe that Avernum is a paradise. A hard land of freedom where one can at last be out from under the Empire's iron rule. People mad enough to believe Avernum is paradise soon end up there themselves. Oh, we're reading over here now. They don't really know what it is like. Nobody on the surface does, but soon you will. There is no appeal to the judge's decision. Abercrombie Mycroft. Early one morning, in a stone dome far out in the waste, you're dragged in chains to the shimmering portal. You breathe clean, fresh air. One last time. Your shackles are removed. Then they throw you in. Huh. I am curious why the resolution option does not make use of so much of the borders, but... Oh! Great cave. It's like your bag of holding. Only way to get some underground caves is a portal. You think someone would have dug up a path at some point. You gotta throw the game into compatibility mode and disable the scaling? Let's see. Resolution, window size. Ask at startup. Use current setting. Nope. It's affected by window scaling. Sounds like a lot of work, yeah. It's an old thing. Graphics, extra details. Draw all. Game area size. Whole window, please. There we go, look at that. Now we're taking advantage. We've got it all the way to the edges. Slowly your eyes adjust to the dim light. Happily, there is light. The ceiling of the cavern is covered with scattered patches of fungus that glows with a faint green luminescence. But you're alone. It's cold, damp, and deathly still. All you hear are the echoes of dripping water in the shadows. The loneliness makes the feeling of claustrophobia more powerful. For a moment, you could sense the countless tons of stone above you, ready to, at any moment, crush you into nothingness. You concentrate and overcome the growing terror. There must be someone down here. You'll just have to explore and find them. Who are you people? Like we're a party of 4, no questions about who we are. Oh, look at him go! St. Clair, thank you for the resubscription. How you doing, Claire? We don't have to go to full hour. I don't know. I want to mess around with this one a little bit. Not that I know how to play it, but we'll figure it out. Alright, this looks like a sheer wall, so we can't go up there. Much to your great relief, you finally find signs of human occupation. The gallery to the west is blocked by a wall, rough stone blocks held together by crumbling mortar. It looks like it has been here for years, abandoned and decaying. But it is something. Less reassuring is the pile of bones between you and the wall. They look like they came from a small humanoid, perhaps a goblin. They too have been here for a while. On the floor near them, someone discarded a crude cloak, scraps of leather, roughly stitched together on the... On the surface, you would have ignored the disgusting thing, but down here, with the cold seeping in your bones, you decide you would be better off wearing it. You wear dirty clothes. Glad to not be out in the snow anymore? Ah. Like, if you're gonna throw some criminals into a portal, you throw 4 at a time, right? Stand near the cloak and the bones, then press this button, or type G to get them. Now, game, you gave me a description of me passing some stuff on the floor, but I don't know where that is. G? Here we go, cloak. Alright, we double-click to grab. In the cloak slot. Can I move my roster around? Thank God, there we go. They were blocking a door. The cloak is crude and dirty, but it is warm. You suspect that everything in the underworld is going to be crude and dirty, so you better start getting used to it. On this side of the door, at last, you can hear people. You smell fresh smoke and hear the muttering of speech. You're too far away to make out what they're saying, but they are to the west. Keep moving west if you want to switch back to the faster movement style of the previous Avernum games. You can change this in the settings window. Move my camera around a little bit. There we go. Just pressing a few buttons here. I don't know what I just did. I'm in combat mode. Ah, heck. Leave combat mode. I don't know what buttons I just pressed. Battle disciplines. Weapons mode. Do you attack? No attacking. Edit party. Map of Avernum. There we go. Peace mode. There are 3 people ahead, crouched around a dim, smoky fire of burning fungus. They're rolling dice, gambling over a handful of copper coins and leather garments they've scavenged in these caves. Then their sharp ears detect you. They leap to their feet and spin to face you, drawing their blades. They are Nephilim, Scrawny and hungry specimens, but dangerous nonetheless. Nephilim are a proud tribal race that once filled the wild plains of the surface. Then the Empire began to remove them, sending the few that surrendered into Avernum and killing the rest. This has left them with a vicious hatred of humanity. Even though you share a common enemy, they're still determined to take their revenge upon you. You're about to enter combat mode. Once in battle is, you know, everything was fine, I was already in combat mode. Alright, punks. Scrawny Nephilim. Love how fast they move. Well, that man's murdered. You guys aren't very good at your job, huh? R.I.P. that guy, and R.I.P. that guy. You could use magic to destroy your foes. Why not try it? Press this button to cast a spell. It's too late for that. They're dead now. Gee. What we got here? Leather armor? The magic of knives. The only magic I need. Cloak, dagger. Is that my hat? Hat slot, gloves, a shield. So I'm guessing our cloak is, No, that looks like clearly a cloak slot. Leather armor. Chance to evade attacks. What slot do you think this goes into? Nope. Oh, right there. We already wear leather armor. I am blind. Take that. Wooden shields. Haha. Mug. Copper coins. Some dice. Boots. Crude short sword. Alright, those are for me. And if I wanted to, let's see. Already wearing leather armor. I don't know why this guy's wearing leather armor. He's clearly naked. Well, that's everything they had. Thanks, gentlemen. The 3 Nephilim have fallen. 3 senseless deaths. You suspect that they were just sent down here through the same portal you came through. Usually the Empire sends down the Nephilim through a different portal, to a different part of these caves. But of course, Empire soldiers don't really care what undesirable goes where. Of course, it's also possible that the underworld is controlled by Nephilim, and you'll soon be swarmed and enslaved, or worse. Now that battle is over, press the end combat button. Another sheer wall, but we see some chests over here. What do we have here? A huge rat! Well, let's try magic. Mage spell. This character can't cast any mage spells. Alright. What about this character? Not this one. What about this one? Hey! Bolt of fire, call beast. Cloak of curses, daze. Well, I got my own beast. Good work, beast. All very inaccurate rats. Alright, you hit that rat. Give that one a poke. Poke that rat. These don't sound like rats. Not the rat I wanted, but that works. Now, gang up on the last rat. I do like that the game isn't afraid to go, who knows what's going on? Certainly not you. Too often you know exactly what the truth of the matter is, just to keep things simple. Like, I don't mind being dropped in. Cave to the north is divided by a deep pool of foul, stagnant water. There's a man standing on the other side of it watching you, his sword drawn. Perhaps he can tell you how to get to safety, if there's anywhere safe at all. Oh, there's a rat. It's like, why'd we re-enter combat? Can't reach? I'll learn you. There's a pool of foul, stagnant water dividing Larry drinking. Your relief at seeing another human's not enough to keep you from noticing the coldness of his gaze, where he seems to be sizing you up. He gives you a half bow and smirks. I, Lagrin, welcome you to the underworld. And from the look of you, you're a warrior. Not the weaklings and malcontents we've had coming through so far. Greetings, I mean you no harm. He gives you a mocking little salute with his blade. Of course, none of you other arrivals want to hurt me, but now I wonder, do I feel about you? You're trapped in the basement with me, after all. What do you mean? He points at something hanging around his neck. It's a key. These caves are where all the new human arrivals are supposed to end up. Then the Avernites, noble beings that they are, find you and bring you out and help you. But then I stole this key. I came here and locked the gates behind me. Now you're all stuck down here with me and my helpers. Why'd you come back down here? Why are you doing that? Because we are free! Don't you understand? The Empire holds us down no longer. Now at last, the strong can survive and flourish, and make our own new land. Do you think you're tougher than me? Because if not, you will serve us! What do you think you're gonna get out of me? Just intelligence. Now I know how many of you there are and how you're armed. Now my servants will be prepared. Gives you a little more, get one more little bow. Oh, I can't read anymore. Lets out a harsh laugh and turns to leave. I'll not answer to scum like you. Even in a hellscape we have like libertarians. He stops for a moment, then he nods. I expected that. You don't have the look of a weakling or a thug. I suspect you have something in common with the Avernites above. Too much. No, there's something I want from you. Prepare yourself. I will take it soon. He turns and walks quickly in the shadows. Alright, whatever, jerk. Fort Avernum. These buttons set your current attack type, melee weapon or missile. Click on a foe to attack it. You should have taught me how to go into combat when I first fought. Someone has discarded some javelins on the floor ahead. It's always satisfying to fling a few projectiles ahead of you before engaging in melee. When you attack, you'll use your default weapon. This can be a melee weapon like a sword or a missile weapon like a javelin or bow. Get the javelins and equip them. You could switch. Oh. I got like a sneeze building up, but it's not coming out. It's pure torture. It's so tingly. There we go. Dissipating. Get the javelins and equip them. You can switch to your default weapon by pressing its button to the lower left or by tapping S. Also, don't forget you can always skip a character's turn in combat by clicking the character or pressing the space bar. Ugh. Wonder if there's... Alright, that's how we can move our people. Killers and cowards. Javelins, huh? Crude javelin. You can keep the stone blocks. A rock. Not everyone adjusts easily to arrival in Avernum. This person's almost in a coma, staring into the dim green light and whimpering. The woman watching over them says, "You might as well talk to me. I haven't been able to get a word out of him." The Avernites built something down here, a crude stone structure that was left to crumble. 4 people fresh from the surface are hiding in the ruins. They look like ordinary people, farmers and merchants, who angered some empire lord or said the wrong thing when the wrong person was listening. And now they're trapped in the underworld for the rest of their lives, empty-handed and terrified. Only one of them seems to have kept their self-control. She's a young, stocky woman. She holds a crude spear in her trembling hands. "Who's there? Hi." When she gets a good look at you, she lowers the spear slightly. "You're not one of the thugs, are you? I'm Brissa. Are you trapped down here like us? How did you come to be here? The others? She looks at the three cowering in the corner. I don't know. They're barely able to talk. As for me, I suppose it was disloyal to the Empire. How are you disloyal? I refused to give one of their mayors my favor. He decided to take his own petty revenge, and I'll speak no further of it. Will those guys be alright? Perhaps, if we can get out of these caves and get them to a moment's safety. I have another question. Do you need my help? I would not beg a stranger for aid, except that our situation's desperate. There's a Cretan down here. His name is Lagran. He has a pack of brigands and thugs to help him. We can't escape this basement while he blocks the exit. I can't fight him off. I need your help. Can you give it? I will free you from these caves. I'm a hero. She nods and looks at the others. For the first time, they look up at you, emerging a tiny bit from the catatonia. I thank you. I knew from the moment I saw you that you were a warrior with honor. We will wait here. She returns to standing guard and watching the others. Oh, kick his ass. The people in the ruined building left 2 flasks of liquid on the table. Perhaps a gift for you. Perhaps a bribe to mollify the thugs ahead. These potions might help you if you have to fight your way out. Jackie Daytona is a hero to all. Regular human bartender Jackie Daytona. After your meeting with Lagrim, you aren't surprised to find these people waiting for you. 3 humans who have teamed up with 2 Nephilim. They smirk and raise their blades as you step into the dim light of their fire. As the reek of burning fungus assaults your nose, one of them says, "Well, you knew this was coming. Lagrim let you know what was happening. I hope you're ready. At least you won't be in this pit much longer." What's going on, Grim? Finally, a game with culture. Won't be in this pit? You mean we could escape? They laugh at you. Oh, I mean you'll be in this pit forever. You just won't be alive to suffer through it. They advance upon you, greedily eyeing your weapons and armor. Did I remember to give him javelins? I did not. You come with me, Matt. I want you in, like, the far corner. There we go. Oh, I could just do edge of screen? Sort of? Yes, alright. Good to know. It's a little clunky, but I can make it move around now. Throw a javelin at that fool. Hope you like that. Alright, your turn. You don't have any magic. Don't have any pre-spells. Don't have any battle disciplines. Gonna skip your turn. I want to try and do things at range first. Minor heal, curing, smite, wrath upon one of your foes. It's a magic bolt. And then you have magic, right? Yeah. Summon a beast! Ow, he did a damage to me. We probably could have picked up rocks for throwing it. Not the guy I wanted to click on, but that's fine. Alright, you can start rushing in. You know what? You could rush in too. Get in there. Stab that man. As for you, magic missile. Oh, we summoned a giant spider? Oh, yeah. Fleeing the Cylon pit. What's going on, Truaxium? Alright, javelin that man to death. Magic missile! And then a giant spider will come at you. I don't much care for this running away. Stab them. Stab the thugs. Combat mode over. Alright, they dropped boots, bow, bunch of sticks, crude dagger. We might figure out how to give these things to some of our other party members at some point. You move cautiously down the corridor. You're past Lagran's thugs, but their leader's still ahead, and without his key, you doubt you're gonna be able to escape this pit. This is a good time, if you haven't already, to save your game. Oh, okay. Doing some murder of men with sticks. I could see why they were greedily looking at my weapons. They had garbage. Name it after Lagram. They said the name of the game! Roll the credits. Play a Limp Bizkit song. Just one of those days! One of my favorite compilations on YouTube is just a series of... anytime someone says the name of the movie, it just cuts to bad credit music from the 1990s. Hey, Lagram. You round the corner and come face to face with Lagram, a petty thug with delusions of grandeur. When he gets a good look at you, he realizes that perhaps his plan to build a new empire within Avernum is not going to work out. And yet, he doesn't give in. He doesn't give up. He doesn't give in to despair. He's a strong, independent man. He bounces back right quick. He stands between you and the locked gate leading to the exit and snarls at you. You notice dark stains around his mouth. Perhaps he has eaten something recently that is tinkering with his brain. He points his blade at you. You got past my warriors. And what? They're dead? Well, I'll get more. The Empire sends down more killers every day. The Avernum won't take them, but I will. You notice that he's holding something in his offhand, but you can't tell what it is. It's a short game, we're already escaping the pit. Barbecue shoes intensifies. You know, if you give me the key, I'll spare you. Lagram's brigands seem to think that this is a pretty good deal, but he shakes his head. I'm no fool! I can start again! Once you're dead! I won't let them throw me into the abyss! Come on! He charges you. His warriors, seeing no other option, regretfully follow. Just immediately impale him with a spear. Smite him! My own giant rat. What's going on, Briefles? When did you get a cave wolf? That's not fair. Can't reach target. Alright, well. Maybe can't reach. Can't move any more of this combat around. Alright, well, I guess that's it for you. You know what, you're close enough. Just go stab the wolf. As for you, magic missile. Y'all should have surrendered when you had the chance.
Hey!
If you ate too brute this guy, probably turn out to be a good choice. Just put that out there. You can always work with me instead. Lagram does have a weirdly large health pool, it seems like. I fired and missed. Might want to use my priest's healing spell soon. He drinks his milk. Do I have magic? No. Do I have battle arts? I do have battle arts. Well-aimed blow. Now that was a well-aimed blow. You just give a stab. As for you... minor heal. That was not minor, that was all of the heal. You can milk a rat. I think I want to do another well-aimed blow. This guy is healthy. Lagrin is wounded. He is bleeding and exhausted. No! You will not stop me! I have one thing I smuggled. He raises his left hand and you can see that he's holding a glass globe. Goodbye, fool! Enjoy your new life of servitude! He smashes a globe against the floor. A cloud of lavender smoke spreads out, choking you. Confusing you. Lagrin turns and runs toward the gate, the key in his hand. Not the lavender. Lagrin has a free path to the exit gate. He puts his key in the keyhole, turns, and shoves the iron bars. The moment they're open a few inches, he slides through and runs upstairs. You immediately hear a commotion coming from above. Reached civilization. I don't think it gave me the achievement, but I don't think it's the appropriate time, game. I don't think I'm quite ready for that. Gotta go and murder all these people. Thanks, friendly rat. This is so strange. It's not that strange. You played older computer RPGs, I assume, right? The weird part is that apparently this isn't as old as I thought it was. Is it autoplaying? No, I'm clicking on the targets I want. Spiderweb software games are pretty unique. Get him. Get him. There we go. Just a rat and one archer left. Alright, Archer. Don't miss, come on! It's a weird series because this is a remake of a remake. The original was 1995, the remake was 2000, and this was 2011. Alright. Like, it does play like a game that I would associate with, like, the 90s, or a very early aughties. So that does make me feel better. I thought I was going crazy. It's like, you're telling me this is only 13 years old? That doesn't sound right. Flawed crystals. Box. Sheet of papyrus. Scroll of radiate ice. Bars of iron. It's like free stuff, and I'm gonna turn that off. I'm not gonna say no to that. Let's go let these folks know that they're free now. Bristle watches you closely. Her spear is always in her hands. What else do you need of us? I hope you have not joined those thugs. Lagran's gone. You can escape now. She's so relieved that, for a moment, you think she might break into tears, but then she starts nudging the others with her shoe. Come on, let's escape while we can. As they rise, she turns to you. Thank you. This has been a rough arrival, but perhaps things will improve. She thinks, but I doubt it. Then she turns and begins to escort the others toward the exit. I'm a goddamn hero. It's definitely much more streamlined than the 2000 Avernum, but it's still crunchy, yes. It is not the jankiest retro game I've played, that's for sure. You emerge from the dark tunnels, and your claustrophobia is immediately replaced with vertigo. You're in a fort within a gigantic cavern. The stone ceiling arches hundreds of feet over your head. As your eyesight adjusts, you look around at the world of Avernum for the first time. You're inside what looks to be some sort of fort. It's made of huge blocks of stone, roughly mortared together. Wood must be rare down here. Only the doors are made of it. There are a few odd trees nearby, more fungus than wood. Then, when you're awed, the strange sight fades. You notice the warriors. They stand around the lip of the pit you're in, weapons drawn. Some of them with bows pointed at you, ready to fire. As you prepare to defend yourself, a man comes running toward the lip of the pit from the south. Stop! Stop! Don't fire! Let me talk! Alright. I'm ready to let someone talk. Oh, it's Andrew. Hi, Andrew. It's my housemate, Andrew. A small man runs towards you, waving his arms. His skin is incredibly pale in the strange light from the fungal ceiling. When he reaches you, he stops and bends over, hands on his knees, breathing heavily. When he regains his breath, he says, Don't attack! I am Andrew, the Greeter. We are Avernites. We're here to welcome and help you. A thug named Lagrum just came out this way. Did you catch him? Andrew looks embarrassed. We tried. When he ran out, his face was covered. By the time we were sure he was the killer and not an innocent arrival, he had already fled. I was the one who defeated him. Andrew takes a step back and inspects you. You have the look of a warrior with some potential. It is good. With all the forces that threaten us, Avernum needs warriors like you. I'm sure he'll be found. What happens to me? Well, your new life begins. Now that you've emerged, I have something to say to you. Yes, what do you want to say to me? Rubber bumper buggy bumpers. Oh, sorry, no. As Andrew speaks, the guards nearby watch solemnly. Each of them went through the same ceremony, the beginning of a new life. Andrew says, On behalf of Avernum, I welcome you to your new home here in the darkness. Our lot is hard, but we are free of the crushing hand of the Empire. We offer you peace and aid, as long as you aid us in return. He smiles weakly. That's all. If you have some aid for you, then you can go out and start your new life. You, called yourself the Greeter? It is my task. I wait for new arrivals, such as yourselves, and welcome them. Welcome to Avernum! What does the word Avernum mean? In ancient times, Avernum was one of the names of the underworld. It was the place where souls were sent to be judged when their lives were over. Appropriate, yeah? Why are you welcoming me? Well, it's my job. I'm here to ease the considerable shock of being cast into the underworld. So welcome to the underworld. Also, I'm here to say where you can get information about Avernum and supplies. Yeah, why don't you do anything about the dicks down here? Tell me more about Avernum. Avernum's what we call this place. Countless miles of tunnels, caverns, icy subterranean rivers. It's your new home. Now I have another question. How the hell can you help me? We can provide two things for you here, supplies and information. Once you know where you can go and have a few coins to get yourself established, we can send you on your way. Can I just stay here? That is a common question. No! This fort is small, and we already have all the defenders we need. The rest of Avernum needs you. Information's always useful. Tharl is the town sage. He lives and works in the building just a little bit to the southwest. He's a bit glum, but he does his job well. He will answer your questions as best he can. Of course, you should get supplies first. I can get supplies? I just said you should. Are you stupid? Anyway, to prevent certain problems, new arrivals are sent to Tor to get modest supplies to support themselves until they find work. He's in the building to the south. We found doing otherwise results in desperate, dangerous, and violent new citizens, which is pretty shitty for us. This way, you'll have a fair chance. What do you do with it when you leave? That's your business. Is this a polite, turn-based path of exile? Polite? I mean, this guy's not rude, but all the other people we met weren't very polite. Trying to... I don't think it has much with Path of Exile either, right? That's more of an action RPG looter game. I just got here. Hi, Creedmoor. I'm Chris. This is Shake the Box. It's nice to meet you. How you doing, Creedmoor? I have another question. How the hell do I go to the surface? A common question. Don't worry, you're not going back. Give up. You're never going to see the sun again. The sooner you give up on that, the sooner you can begin to make a new life in the darkness. Alright, well, let's go find a pale spider wife. I'm pleased to hear you gave up. Life here is hard. That's it, it's just hard. But it also has its own rewards and moments of beauty. Help us, and we will help you. Do you need anything else? How can I help you? How can you help me? I already went, yeah, good, let me out of here. Alright. The sign says, welcome to Avernum. See Tor for supplies before you leave. Tor? There's a tall man sitting behind the counter wearing bronze armor. Behind him is a large rack of crude stone and bronze weapons. He recognizes you as a new arrival in an instant. Don't recognize you. I recognize everyone. Which means I don't recognize everyone. My life is a lie. But you must be new. He rises and shakes your hands. You can see how desperately pale years down here have made him. I'm Tor. I'm here to give you some supplies before you go on your way. Can I have some supplies? Tor nods, makes some notes in a scroll made of crude parchment, and hands you a pouch, some dried meat, and a loaf of unappealing, slightly gray bread. This is the starting allowance of all new arrivals. It's to help get them established. We want you to become a productive citizen of Avernum as soon as possible. Good luck to you. Where do you get the supplies? Some are sent here by the army, others are sent by the Empire. Sometimes they give us weapons and food, and other things. We find them in the arrival caves with the new exiles. What do you do here? You know what I do here. I give out supplies. What's wrong with you? Anyway, I guard travelers going to Silvar, but I spend most of my time giving supplies to newcomers. What's going on, Ghidorah? Can we farm cave wheat? I want to be a cave wheat farmer. I want to make something that menaces with things. My money's on an early stream and due to voice strain. This puts cut dialogue to shame. My god. And the game we're playing after this one is Caves of Cud. I'm gonna die. I'll never make it. Sometimes I maintain the weapons of the gods. Sometimes I guard travelers. Oh, yeah, right, blah, blah, blah. What is Silvar? This cave wheat menaces with spikes of cave wheat. Silvar's the closest town to the west. A very good place to find work if you need it. You should ask Tharl about it. His office is next to the south. Did the I sneak in somehow? How did the I get in that name? Tharl? Tharl. Hey, do weapons need a lot of maintenance? Oh, you better believe it. Pretty crude work, huh? Good metal's rare down here. Tools to work is rarer still. And enchanted items? Good fucking luck. Magical items? Are those real? Sometimes. Some are made at the Tower of the Magi. Also, when Avernum was first discovered, the Empire sent many explorers down here. A lot of them were killed, but their equipment remains. Such items are rare and valuable and precious and special and very nice and also hard to find. I wouldn't go hunting them. Better to live a peaceful life in the forts, I think. That's all for now, thanks. Gotta go find this other guy. Varan. There is an Avernite wandering around the streets of the fort looking for new arrivals. He wears a jerkin of thick lizard hide and a bow of black wood hangs from his shoulder. The eye came through the portal, same as us. Menaces with spikes of gluten. The moment he sees you, he almost rushes to greet you. Welcome to Avernum. I'm Varen. You look newly arrived, and you don't mind me saying a bit aimless. Like an easy mark. I have an opportunity for you. What is this opportunity? The opportunity to fight for Avernum, so that we could all survive. Maybe not you, but me. And in return, you could gain what little renown and comforts available in this dark place. Tell me more. Oh, a wise choice. You should go to Silvar, west of here. Meet with the mayor. I've been sent to recruit people like you, and I think you'll find the work to your liking. That is all. I will leave you to regain your bearings. He nods and walks off, looking for other potential recruits. The conversation ends. Oh, this house. No. No. What is this? No steel. No steel, stop. Thrall! You see a slender, worried-looking man wearing the robes of a mage. Somehow, despite the crude surroundings, he's impeccably dressed. He sits by the desk, laden with books and scrolls. When you enter, he lets out a world-weary sigh. Another arrival. Another unfortunate. I'm Tharl, and I'll give you information you could use to settle into life here. Alas, the news is all bad. Tell me about it, Thearoth. Tell me about it. So, you give information? Yes. For example, on our lovely neighbors, the Nephilim and the Slithrzerakai. Or on your chances for escape, which is 0. Or on how you get supplies, which you've already done. Or on the local politics, those suck too. Or the Nephilim you've heard of. There are many of them on the servers. However, until you arrived at Avernum, you had never heard of the Slithrzerakai. What the hell are the Slithrzerakai? Oh, lizard men. I know, not the most original name for them now that you think about it, but whatever. Only live below ground. Intelligent, powerful fighters. Tender lovers for sure. Very magically talented. We've been at war with them for years, and lately things have been at a stalemate. They live to the west. So, who runs things down here? Each town has a mayor. The mayors form a council. The council forms a super council, and the super council reports to the Ultra Senate. And then at the tippy top is King Micah, lord of our homey little pit. Micah lives in the Great Cave. We are currently in the Mediocre Cave. To get to the Great Cave, go away down south, and then go a little bit to the west. By the way, the council meets in the castle. It's a place you should know about. What is the castle? It's a place you should know about, goddammit! It's our pride and joy! We built a real castle made out of rocks and shit. You should see it. It's incredible. There's like crude magic and spit. Mostly spit. I have very sticky spit. King Micah lives there, orchestrating our desperate defenses. You should see it. It's reasonably impressive, even though I kind of said it was incredible earlier, but now it's just merely reasonably impressive. It's in the Great Cave to the southwest. I got another question. Tharo looks up from behind the desk and grimaces. What the fuck? You want to know more shit? Christ, I hate having this job of telling people garbage. What do you want to know? I'll tell you whatever I can, I guess. I hate my job. But learning more about Avernum typically just leads to despair. Do you want to be sad? You sad, pathetic little man. Where should I go? To hell. I hear you could fight. Avernum needs that, so, you know, to delay the inevitable at all. There are 2 settlements near here. Dovno to the north. It's a farming community, ravaged by Nephilim raids. You'd have better luck at Silvar to the west. It's the largest settlement there is, except for all the bigger ones. And the mayor's always looking for warriors. I would go there first, I think, if I were a warrior, which happily I'm not, because I'm awesome. I'm not like a dirty fucking hobo like you are. Alright, well that's all for now. Thanks, Farrell. Anything to steal in here? Nothing. Hey, buddy! You make small talk with the guy. Okay, we're just vague small talk. I'm gonna steal all your balls, that way you can't eat food anymore. Have fun with that. And then I'm gonna take your mushrooms. Definitely stealing your wine. Oh, this has the word steal on it. Except for this tunic. I guess whoever owns the tunic doesn't care for it very much. I'll steal this cloak and these pants, but again, doesn't count as stealing because no one likes them very much. Jip-bap. You meet a young woman with long black hair. She's sitting at a table eating a bowl of thin lizard soup. Her skin has not yet attained the paleness of one who spent a lot of time in Avernum. When you get close, her head jerks up. Once she's seen who you are, she returns to her soup, disappointed. Have a seat, fellow exile. I'm Warwick. Might as well regard our strength before we... Oh, wait, what? Might as well regain our strength before we go out into the wilds. You seem like a recent arrival. Why were you sent down here? She looks down at the table. What's going on, Krath? I gotcha balls. What's going on, Krath? You ready? You ready for bingo? I need my bingo card still, but I assume we'll solve that soon. I've already learned that it's a rude question to ask people what they did to get in here. People are sent to Avernum because their secrets are revealed. Once here, they want them to become secrets again. Cool, thanks. You're a delight to talk to. You step out of Fort Avernum and get your first good look at your new home. You're at the east end of an enormous cavern, many, many miles across. In the dim green light, you can look out through... Oh yeah! Did you forget we're doing bingo? You look out through the mist and see a huge forest of the strange fungal trees. A dark river flows by to the south and to the west. You can dimly make out the lights of a town. Although you're far underground, it's not as quiet and peaceful as you thought it would be. Sounds echo well in this cavern. You can dimly make out the hisses of lizards, flowing water, and unnervingly, the growls of distant humanoids. How do you distinguish a growl from a quadrupedal animal, like a giant cave rat, versus a humanoid growl? That's a skill, and I feel like that's a skill we should promote. We can make our living down here by being the guy that knows, like, no, you're hearing a wolf man. I would be a little worried if I were you. Your journey to Avernum is about to begin. Oh yeah! Growlfuss. We'll close our eyes and see if it's different from a dog growl. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, they said. Drink one of these. Drink it. There you go, buddy. Now you're fully healed. Let's wander off into... Oh. Follow the little road. Can't go into this weird house? Not what I was expecting there. Hello? It's Jason! A tall, peculiar-looking man dressed in leather sits by the counter. He has long hair and a broad smile and cold, calculating eyes. Hello, he says in a soft voice. I am Jason. I sell supplies. So, can you be more specific about your trade? No, I only sell supplies for farming. He makes little air quotes with his fingers when he says the word. Farming? Would you like to farm? Is this like a sex thing? If you want to do some trading, I could show you what I have. Otherwise, please leave. Yeah, I'd like to buy some farming supplies. I'm sorry, I could buy a giant ruby, gold bars, shielding poison. Nothing here screams farming to me, but it doesn't scream anything else either. It's kind of just stuff. Ad hoc games. Thank you for that raid. What were you doing? Tell me about your stream. Tell me about it now. That's all for now. Thanks, Jason. It's J.R.R. Tolkien. Baldur's Gate 3. Hey, a fine choice. Are you enjoying it? Is farming just mugging people down here? It seems like it might just be mugging people. A small, slender woman sits behind the counter, working on fletching an arrow. I was gonna make a felching joke, but I decided not to. Years in the underworld have made her skin white to the point of translucency. You could see her many, many veins. She holds up the arrow, inspects it, nods her approval, and then throws it in the garbage. She looks up at you. Welcome to my workshop. You can call me J.R.R. Tolkien. I offer fine tools for puncturing one's foes from a safe distance. So, do you know where one might learn about archery? Not too bad so far, nice. I've been known to share my secrets, but only to ones of adequate prestige to be worth my time. How do I prove my worth to you? Anyway, what kind of missiles do you make down here? I make and sell archery supplies and javelins. Let me know if you want to purchase something. My stock is kind of low. Most everything I make has been going to the soldiers. Cool, who have the soldiers been fighting? To the north, goblins and Nephilim. To the west, brigands and the rare Slithzerakai raiding party. I'm never gonna be good at saying Slithzerakai. The Empire has sent us all the violent and dangerous land. Yeah, it seems pretty violent. I just said it was. Get out of my store. Okay, bye. That person is bright-ass green. The man behind the counter is short and heavy-set. He wears mage's robes. Not crisp and clean, but ratty. As if he's been traveling recently. The air here has a thick medicinal scent. And there's some alchemical equipment sitting on the counter. The man sees that you notice it. Difficult to find supplies down here, but I manage. I'm Walner, the sage. Welcome to my shop. They have javelins down here? They have javelinas? They have javelinas down here. You look like you do a lot of traveling. Also, you're green. Why are you green? I tried to be a sage, but I've been seeing a lot of action lately. He wiggles his eyebrows suggestively at you. I need to find my own supplies. Sounds exciting. What kind of action are you in? Oh, you won't believe it, man. I'm getting tail like nobody's business. Tapping that strange wherever I go. That's how I turn green. This is an STD, you see. Captain Johnson enlisted me to help out against the foe. I was on a raid against the bandit fort up the hill to the west. It was a mess, but we fared much better than the group that attacked the Nephilim to the north. None of them came back alive. He looks at you hopefully. You know, if you want to help, you could speak with the captain. No, like, yeah, I want to help. It's like, what kind of supplies do you have? Mold and fungus. Just whatever grows in an unclean bathroom. That's what we're here for. I use them to make my potions. Again, notice how I'm green? It's not just an STD, but it's mostly an STD. A virulent one, too. Boy, howdy. You don't want to catch it. But I mean, if you want to roll around a little bit. Anyway, any sort of fungus you find, you bring to me. I've been trying to find a source of mandrake and gray mold, but I've had no luck. They're terribly rare. My bathroom only makes green mold. Cool, that's all for now, you weirdo. Are there boats? Can we go on a cruise? It's Scott. You see an old man sitting under a tree. He's fishing. Hey! Are they biting? I make mushroom condoms! They do jack shit! Do you know how many babies I have? I got kids everywhere down here. Probably you've seen them. They're goblins. Hey, anything catching? Well, catching plenty of the pale, slimy little monsters. What do you mean? What do you do when you aren't fishing? Well, not much. I used to be a farmer, but now I don't farm. That's my story. Why did you stop farming? He speaks loudly for the first time in anger. Those cat bastards! They burned my farm. They wanted the land, so they took it. Johnson sent out a group to attack their new fort, but they were never heard from. So I'm stuck here fishing. Nice meeting you. Just murder everybody. Mandrakes are rare. In a cave system? You don't say. This man hates Garfields. There are cat girls down here? This is paradise. That guy's pink. You think those are friendly people wandering around? I don't think those are friendly people. Let's go this way. You are ascending a huge craggy spire of rock dominating this end of the huge cavern. An old road made of thick cobblestones leads up its side. Cat men, cat women too, my god. At the top of the hill, you see a crumbling fortress. It has a commanding view of the enormous cavern to the west. The fort is in ruins, though you can see smoke from the fires inside. It drifts up into the hill, into the still air, and leaves a foul gray haze around the keep. You enter this abandoned fortress. This was a small outpost, placed here to keep watch over the vast expanses of cavern to the west. Now, it's in ruins, abandoned by the Avernites. When you look around, it's clear that someone has since moved in. There are people living here, though you doubt they are the legitimate owners. The building to the west has been roughly patched up, and you can hear loud, raucous singing coming from inside. Whoever lives here is drunk, rowdy, and considering the number of bandits roaming this area, probably super fucking cool. Let's go meet him. Alright, well, cave rats aren't so friendly. You notice out of the corner of your eye that a brick is protruding from the wall in the northwest corner of the room. Very suspicious. Almost makes you want to push it. Ooh, push it and see what happens. Alright, how do I do that? How do I push that brick? Guess we'll murder the rats first. There it is. What's that thing? Open a secret door. Push it. Push it real good. You don't have magic. You guys suck. Hit something. What are these very slippery rats? Summon your own rat. Alright, we've managed to hit the rats almost 0 times, but they've hit us quite a few times. There we go. Ah, much better. If you run into trouble in combat, be sure to use blessings. The mage spell haste and the priest spell war blessing and protection will make you more effective in combat. Don't tell me how to play. How dare you. I invented this game. Yeah, well, they paid off the rats here? Damn it, he walked too far. Yeah, give him the smite. Now that's a dead rat. Ooh, I summoned a skeleton that time? That's way cooler than the last few summons. Alright, 1 rat remains. No rats remain. Lantern, candle, plate. Garbage. Garbage not worth my time. Open a barrel. Crystals, crystals, crystals. A human skull. This barrel of garbage looked, from a distance, like it might have something useful in it. Closer inspection, however, reveals it to be a barrel of garbage. This was a special encounter. Mark this in your copybooks now. That's my kind of special encounter. It's like, it looks like this might be a barrel of trash, but upon closer inspection, it is! Bolt of cloth, pincers, pipes, silver coins. The door is locked and you don't have a key. The lock is too complicated to be picked. Alright. Something is blocking your way there. The pathing is very limited. You click too far away and they're like, I don't know how to get over there. It's like, you just walked here. Come on, guys. Close the door again. That's a lot of bandits. Hey, can we just be cool here? Be friends, maybe? You cannot end combat. I just want to run away. Now this will be fine. You hear a shout of alarm coming from somewhere near the keep's main entrance. You firmly hope that the bloodthirsty yells are coming from Avernite soldiers who have finally roused themselves and come to drive out the brigands. Yeah, it would be nice if life worked out that way. You have nothing. You're just a sword person, so stabby. That looks scary. A young mage steps out of his chambers to confront you, muttering the beginnings of a spell of protection. One brief look tells you that he is but an inexperienced apprentice, a little bitch. Among these humble brigands, however, his humble powers have earned him a position of leadership. As he examines you, his lip curls in an arrogant sneer. Another day, another group of Avernite adventurers, another set of treasures for our stores. I am Arcanist Peregrine, and you have earned your doom. Your pernicious presence. Say, I was attacked by a brigand named Lagrin. Ever seen him? Peregrine looks surprised. Yes, Lagrin came here, tried to join us. I turned him away. I could see the naked ambition in his eyes. He went south, probably dead by now. Hey, there's no need for more blood to be shed. Without dropping his guard, he says, Go ahead and parley then. I would be interested to hear if you could say something that victims have not yet uttered. Go ahead. Oh, I've come to join you. Actually, that is the thing I hear most often. Sometimes I even allow it. However, you have the stink of virtue about you, so die. He raises his hands and a ball of flame appears between them. No, he summoned a cave spider. Don't lie to me. Why you always lie? See, I can do that too. Still though, that's a lot of dudes. I'm out of javelins, aren't I? Uh-oh. I have a bow, but I don't think I have any arrows. Hope he saved recently. Savings for losers. Oh, interesting. Arrows aren't a thing you need to worry about? Well, I want to murder that man. That's the man I want to murder. Gotta remember which characters have which abilities. Oh, you're in a bad way, buddy. Good thing you're the priest. Heal yourself. Physician, heal thyself. Bandit who's playing as a lord, emboldened by the flame of spiders? I'm sad I wasn't accepted into the network test. I wanted to try Night Rain. Damn, that was my wizard, wasn't it? I'm sure he'll be fine. Oh, there are a lot more bandits coming. One of your characters has just been knocked unconscious. This happens when your health level reaches 0. You revive your character, you just walk through the gate of a friendly town. A return life spell cast by a powerful priest, or a spell scroll can also revivify an unconscious character. What else you got in here? A shielding potion? Anything else of particular note? Radiate ice? God damn! That just obliterated everybody. This is no longer quite as scary a fight as I thought. Woof. That is powerful shit. Of course, this mage looks rather healthy. Why'd he go in the house and then come back out? Had I known that's what the scroll would do, I would have gotten closer to this dude. Just explain that magic isn't real and he'll just come apart at the seams. No, that can't be right! Wait, I could summon multiple? Step inside. Oh, that's your whole turn? Man, AP goes fast, huh? Let's see. I don't see what I summoned, but I trust it's out there somewhere. Alright, my character's shielded. Kill that thing! Oh, we're definitely gonna die. It's not looking great for our adventurers. You have obviously nothing in your... Oh wait, you have a potion? Second win, baby! An Electrum Bauble. She also has a bow, but we don't want to use that. Oh, try it, kill the rat so we can get in there. That summoned dog outside is really keeping us going. I need to get this main character back in there. So we could use targeted shot or whatever it's called. Alright, buddy, we're gonna switch you to a sword. We're gonna do well-aimed blow. Blow that man. Alright, no more summoned creature. 2 people are dead. He crumpled. My weird dog outside is still going strong. Alright, you can't cast if it's already summoned. I was hoping it would heal it. Damn, he knows magic too? Where'd that wizard piece of shit go? I only need me. I warn you, I am strong. I ain't dying here. I ain't dying here. Blow that man. A lot of people dying in front of you, thug. I'd be worried. Another one's dead. I feel like I always want to be doing well-aimed blow. What's going on, itty-bitty? Alright, a little fatigued. Just gotta take a turn off from using the skill. Still fatigued. Shit, the wizard's coming. Oh, I killed everybody but the wizard. The arrow whoosh thunk sound, yeah. The Empire sent you down to Avernum. Wait, is this like start of the game? Yeah, that was we died. Alright, well that was my first taste of Avernum. And conveniently this took me all the way to basically 7. And at 7, we do have some Caves of Cud bingo.